Well, down in the woods again. Sap's dripping a little bit here. Charging up the vacuum pump. Well, it's not even much of a drip. Here. Yeah, pump is starting to charge up, so let's fire it up. We got flow. Nothing special, but it's not bad. Jumper cables hooked up to the tractor. I got plenty of battery on the tractor compared to what the deep cycle on the pump takes. So we get that charged up and standing around here for half an hour waiting. So get back. I'm not going to bother collecting. I don't have enough sap right now to worry about. I'll get that later today and then get the osmosis fired up overnight again after I flush it out, because I ran too low on sap to do that this morning. Slight leak on the osmosis pump that I got to fix later, but that's a problem for later. I turned it off, no longer losing anything. I'm reduced quite well anyway from running overnight. Filter was clogged up, and so it was just kind of cycling around and doing nothing useful other than leaking out a bit of sap. I don't have a big operation. I don't need too much syrup, so if I lose a little bit, I lose it. Until I get quota to be able to sell in bulk, I only need enough to make what I'm wanting to sell, or able to sell, and have some reserve for myself. But once I get back from charging this up, it's out on the road. Gotta go to the John Deere dealership. 6110 here. Four-wheel drive gave out on me. I need a new switch for it. Started to take it apart the other day. Didn't get any video of that, but the switch is dead. Doesn't lock in and out properly. And when I took it apart, the negative wire broke, so not worth trying to solder it together to get it to run for a little while longer when it's a dead switch anyway. May as well get the right one, change it out, and have it ready to work. But while I'm at the dealership, look into buying a good box scraper to fix the driveway that's getting very bad with potholes after scraping all winter, not having enough snow to hit up with a blower, never having a good freeze, so anything I use would rip into the gravel too. We'll get that fixed when I get the scraper. Try to get some video of that running. Rip up the whole driveway, pack it down again, call it good. Need to build a new road to the silos too. Need to get heavier trucks. I was having fun over the last couple days getting dump trucks up and down the hill where they could go in my driveway. But I won't be able to fit the big semis in. They're not going to weave through the buildings willingly. So we do it the right way, get a good road for them. I've got at least 2 truckloads of soybeans to go as soon as prices are a little higher again. Should have done that a few months ago, but couldn't get a contract at the time, so we'll sell it when we can. Was moving corn this week, sent 2 semi-load or dump truck loads to 2 different places, so now I'm just waiting for checks for those and the final weights on the loads, so that I can send the invoices. So that's today's plan, is go sign the contract on the grain elevator, order a box scraper, get a switch, get back here and boil for a couple hours to boil up what sap I do have from yesterday. It wasn't a heavy collection, but with the way that's flowing, I should have a good collection tonight if temperatures hold where I want them to, and it's going to freeze again tonight, so back at it again tomorrow. See what I can do for videos later. I got a lot of footage that I need to edit up and make a decent video out of, but this channel is, I have no real aim on it. It's whatever I'm doing, whatever I have to talk about. If you want to see something on the farm, just leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see. My viewers are important for building the channel. Do you want me to comb my hair before I record? It's not going to happen, but you can ask. Maybe I might try. that's it. Is farming is busy work, traveling around all the time, burning fuel, paying a lot of money for things to upgrade. This vacuum pump was a good upgrade because you saw the difference in flow. And that's not heavy, but it's not warm yet. So another hour or two, it'll come up to a decent temperature and the sap will really be running. That pump is definitely a game changer. I gathered almost as much sap yesterday when I turned the pump on as I had without the pump for a full day. Oh, it definitely works. Stones work nice to hold pipes where I want them. Stones are free. Moving them around is not much work. Just wait around a little longer for that battery to charge up enough to... Got the solar panels here too that'll help out through the day to extend the life a little more. But at least when things kick out, I know I still have some flow through the pump, or I've also got the solenoid there that I think I'm going to take out because sap does flow through the pump, which I was afraid it wouldn't. So take out the solenoid, that'll extend my battery life a little more. But I don't have tools with me to do that right now, and really don't feel like ripping this thing apart in the woods anyway. Pull the connections apart, take it back with me sometime in the evening when it's not running well, and get it fixed. And then I can charge the battery up with the charger instead of the tractor, and then bring it back in the morning and fire up again. I got a good collection of trees a little further up the hill. I don't really want to walk over and check things right now. It's not worth the effort. Sometime this summer, I'm going to put in some posts on the main line and tension it up a lot better. And try to get my slope perfect all the way so that it'll flow better. That's work I don't have time for right now. I got a good collection of cedar that I've been cutting, so fence posts are not an issue. The biggest part is going to be lugging posts around because it's a swamp down here. So I have to lug them all by hand, but that's what child labor is for. My two kids together can move a post to me while I'm putting in a hole and hammering in a post and checking my level and getting the pipeline set up right. But I got good gravity, I have good pressure coming out of the lines. I don't know, this vacuum pump's nothing special. It was just a quick experiment, but it's definitely helping. So I might buy a better pump next year with better solar panels to run it longer. That's just more, but... Or I might buy a whole bunch of Carlon to work myself up. I don't know if we can pick up the barn in the distance. I'm going to try to zoom a little bit and see... Can't really see through the trees, but can just barely see the silo in the background. Buy enough pipe and run my main line right there and put in a heavy vacuum pump, and my video just cut off, didn't it? No, the video's still going. Yeah, maybe I want to put in a vacuum pump up at the house. Because I got two collection stations up there because it's all uphill to the sugar house. So if I put a vacuum in there, but if I go fairly heavy on vacuum, then I can run a line all the way down here instead of needing to deal with batteries. It's going to cost a fortune in pipe, but as I get more trees tapped next year, or if I get quota and do a heavy tap, it'd be nice to be transferring everything at once and then have reserve bins up there to plumb together and hold everything and see what works and get it done. That's it. It's always trying to upgrade my operations. A little bit at a time, get it done. A little more money here, a little more money there. It adds up. That's it. I've just taken the farm over the last couple of years. Now I'm full management here. Been working here all my life, but my father was always the boss. Never wanted to upgrade anything. Now I'm spending a fortune to do the things that he didn't want to do. Make some money in the long term, build up something that my kids can continue running. It's work, but it'll pay off in the long term. Until then, I just hemorrhage money working at it. So, the battery must be getting to a decent charge now. I can charge it up when I'm pumping later. Keep it going overnight if temperatures are going to hold and it's going to keep flowing. But I'd rather a good freeze. But if the pump won't freeze if it's running, it'll keep itself drained once the line freezes up. And then it'll turn itself off when it runs out of battery. We'll see what happens.